and caused the madness that we see on this planet today. Religion has murdered and killed and debased all forms of higher human life on this planet for 1,000 years. It's time to give that shit up and find a whole new way to communicate with God. Thank you, brother. I'll be finished here in a minute. We're coming up to our break time, and I know you're happy to hear that. Brothers and sisters, I have here with me, well, before I do this, if you don't think it's a holy war, here is where it is. Brothers and sisters, in examining this picture, you tell me what was odd about it. Please tell me what's odd about this.
That's supposed to be Pentagon?
Exactly. Who's standing there? And who else? And Rumsfeld. What is odd about this picture? And they tell me, well, it depends on when you were taking it. No. Where is the damn plane? Not even the wings. Where is the fuselage and the tail? Based on the depth of the hit, it should have taken the whole damn Pentagon on the other side. Based on the speed it was traveling at 500-600 miles an hour. Damn near what, 100 tons? 200 tons? Where's the gasoline? Where are the people? Where's the luggage? Where are the seats? No, nothing. The damn Pentagon was hit by a missile. Or a missile that looked like a plane, retrofitted to look like a plane. You got to remember who it is you're battling. This is telltale right here. And you don't believe that this whole thing is a holy war? Well, first and foremost, I want you to take a look at this. This was a letter. Congress of the United States, House of Representatives, March 24th, 1997. I quote, Mr. Zeal Setner, Post Office Box 4198, Salisbury, North Carolina, 28145. Mr. Setzner encloses the information you requested pertaining to the Army's policy and guidance for establishing civilian inmate program and civilian prison camps on Army installations. This information has not yet been published. It is currently at the printers. However, it has been funded, staffed, and does reflect current Army policy. I hope you find this information useful. Sincerely, Bill Hefner, Member of Congress. Here is your concentration camps, validated by a member of the House. Policy, not Army prison camps, civilian labor camps on Army installations. Get ready. If you don't think this is a holy war, and you think that these Muslims over there, these Palestinians, are crazy. We hate Islam because it's about killing. They strap bombs to themselves. They want to get to Allah so they can have their 10 virgins. Well, what's so different about your ass? Investigative reporters from the Los Angeles Times and NBC television have dug up 2 years' worth of seemingly incendiary comments from Lieutenant General William Jerry Boykin, the newly promoted Deputy Undersecretary of State of Defense for Intelligence. General Boykin has repeatedly told Christian groups and prayer meetings that George Bush was chosen by God to lead the global fight against Satan. This is the Undersecretary of Defense, Security of your government. He said that God chose. Now we know this lying fuck stole the election, but God chose him to steal. It goes on to say, I quote, he told one gathering, "Why is this man in the White House?" We asked that question too, but we know why. the majority of Americans did not vote for him. Wait a minute now, hold on. The two first questions, why is he in the White House? The majority of Americans didn't vote for him. This is his own undersecretary said it. He admitted it. So how did he get in there? He's in the White House because God put him there for a time such as this. Comment. Here we have a general in the middle of all of this who believes that President Bush was made president by God for this particular time. In other words, a general who deeply believes this is another crusade. So what's the difference? You're reporting about somebody else's reaction to your sickness. Meanwhile, you're all for God. As long as you say Jesus to these nim-witted, dull, comatose Christians, it's all right. In January, he told Baptists in Florida about a victory over Muslim warlord in Somalia. Hey, wait a minute. I heard they kicked your ass in Somalia. Who had boasted that Allah would protect him from American capture. But, quote, I knew my God was bigger than his. Now you see, he's comparing dicks. My God was bigger than his. I knew that my God was real God and his was an idol. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see? He also emerged from the conflict with a photograph of the Somalian capital, Mogadishu, bearing a strange dark mark. He said this showed the principalities of darkness, a demonic presence in that city that God revealed to me as an enemy. An American general who can send your kids to battle was shown a demonic presence by God, which he was told was the enemy? What's the question you need to ask? Is this man out of his mind? President George Bush stood before a cheering crowd at a Dallas Christian Youth Center last week and told them about being born again as a Christian. The book, which depicts a president who prays each day and believes he is on a direct mission from God, will give ammunition to critics who claim Bush's administration is heavily influenced by extremist Christians. Oh, we don't ever hear in the news the words extremist Christians. We only hear extremist Muslims. The book, The Faith of George W. Bush, was written by Christian author Stephen Mansfield. It details numerous incidents where Bush's faith has been shown to be at the center of his political thinking. Quote, jumping one, Bush said to James Robinson, I feel like God wants me to run for president. I can't explain it, but I sense my country is going to need me. Something is going to happen. I know it won't be easy for me and my family, but God wants me to do it. Yes, a long time ago, a man named Blaise Pascal, a Frenchman, said, he was a 17th century French mathematician, philosopher, and theologian, and here's what he said. Men never do evil so completely and so cheerfully as when they do it from religious conviction. The reason for that is not that the president or general are inherently evil. They're not. They simply do not understand what they are reading. They have been taught by religious fundamentalists that all this Bible stuff should be taken literally. And finally, I want you to put this on the cameras. Because this book that now costs $45 or so this was taken, cleanest copy was taken from William Cooper's book. Very hard to find silent weapons for quiet wars. I do want to say this to you. Back in the days when I was given silent weapons, it was a piece of raggedy paper because they had to get it from the original copy. And it was very difficult to read because it was gotten out of a print machine that they found in an auction. And the excerpts that you're going to see inside of this is written by Bill Cooper. Now please listen carefully, watch carefully, and for your children's sake, if you have the ability, take notes. The Illuminati's declaration of war